For 6 years, Tanya helped build a company from a small office into a business worth millions. The day it finally sold, she got a bonus check. Her boss got a check with 6 more zeros on it. Same company, same 6 years, completely different outcome. Tanya joined the company as employee number 4. Long nights, missed weekends. She helped land the clients that mattered, trained half the sales team, and became the person leadership relied on to keep everything running. She told herself the same thing every year: if she just kept working this hard, eventually it would pay off. Promotions came, raises came, but they always felt small, compared to how much the company itself was clearly growing. Then, in year 6, leadership announced the company had been acquired for a life-changing sum. Tanya felt genuine pride. She had helped build this. Then she read the fine print of her own bonus, a fraction of a single % of the total sale. Tanya's friend Marcus, who'd left the company 2 years earlier to become a minority partner in a smaller firm, wasn't surprised at all. "You were paid for your time," he told her gently. "The people who get paid for the company's value are the ones who actually own a piece of it. Those are 2 completely different paychecks." Most employees assume that if they simply work hard enough, their compensation will eventually track with the total value they're creating. It rarely does, not because employers are necessarily dishonest, but because a salary is structured as a fixed exchange for time and effort, while ownership is structured to capture whatever that effort ultimately builds. Think of it like the engine and the driver of a car. The engine does all the actual work, burning fuel, generating every bit of horsepower that moves the vehicle forward. But the engine doesn't decide where the car goes, and it definitely doesn't own the car. That decision, and that ownership, belongs entirely to whoever is sitting in the driver's seat. Lesson 1. Effort creates value. Ownership captures it. The value someone creates at work and the wealth they personally end up with are often 2 very different numbers, because effort and ownership are captured through entirely different mechanisms. Real-world example: a star salesperson who closes millions in deals each year still earns a fixed salary and commission, while the company's owners capture the full remaining profit those deals generate. Lesson 2. A salary has a ceiling. Ownership doesn't. Most compensation structures are designed with built-in limits, while ownership stakes are designed to grow without any fixed cap at all. Real-world example: a department manager's salary is capped by company pay bands, no matter how much extra revenue their team generates. Picture spending years building something you're genuinely proud of, closing the deals, training the team, solving the problems nobody else wanted to touch. Then picture the day that thing finally sells for millions, and realizing the number on your own check barely moved, no matter how much you personally helped create. That was Tanya's moment. Not because anyone had lied to her, simply because she had spent 6 years being paid for her time, in a system built to reward ownership instead. Here are some practical takeaways. 1. Understand what your paycheck is actually structured to reward. In most jobs, it's your time and output, not the long-term value your work eventually creates. 2. Ask about equity, profit sharing, or ownership stakes, where possible. Even a small ownership percentage changes what your effort is ultimately building toward. 3. Use your job's income to build something you personally own. Investments, a side business, or property all shift a portion of your effort from someone else's ownership column into your own. 4. Regularly ask a simple question about your work. Is this effort building my future, someone else's, or both? Tanya stayed at the company a little longer after the sale, but she left within the year, this time, to join a small team as a minority partner. The same path Marcus had taken. Her paycheck was smaller at first, but for the first time, some of what she built each day belonged to her, not just to someone else's balance sheet. Hard work will always create value. The real question is, who ends up owning it once it's built? So take an honest look at what you're building right now, at work, today, and ask yourself who actually owns the upside of it. If this changed the way you think about your own career, hit like, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more stories like this one.